All right, guys, we just did a quick video about a fairly new tow truck that's sold and how we're customizing it, and also about our rental program. So if you have not seen that video, scroll back real quick and watch that one, because it does go into a few details about rental and how it works, also how we accessorize and upgrade our trucks. But while we're out here, Christian said we got a couple holes in the parking lot. One there, one there, one there, one there. That's because trucks have sold and we hadn't had time to put new ones in. We do have a shop across the road full of trucks getting processed currently and hopefully up ready for sale very soon. But in doing that, people ask about price. And every now and then we get hecklers on there. Oh my gosh, their prices are so darn high, you know, blah, blah, blah. You know, I've always said you get what you pay for. 100% you get what you pay for. And in anything in this world, I don't care what service it is, what industry it is. We just had a septic tank pumped. We had one fly-by-night guy do the last one. He did a crappy job for the same price as these guys came and they said, you know, it's gonna be an extra probably a couple bucks. No problem. He said, but we're gonna make it thorough. And they did. It's spick and span, clean as a pin, cleaned up their work, did everything. The other one looked like crap. He didn't even put the dirt back on top of it. I tripped in the hole and fell because they didn't put dirt back. So you do get what you pay for. I don't care what industry it is. But on our tow trucks, while we're on it, I just got a text while I was doing that last video of a older truck. It's 100 and some thousand mile, 2013 or 14. It was a trade-in. I told you guys we're not going to do as much with older trucks, but this one had already been scheduled to trade prior to me making that decision. And the shop text the list as always. And just so you guys know the reconditioning cost that goes into these trucks, this came from another dealer that traded it in. And again, it was kind of a stair-step ladder program. I would buy it if they had this and that. It was kind of a package purchase. They had it for sale on Facebook and everywhere else, ready to go, greatest truck in the world, was being used until the day it was traded in, all this good stuff. Okay, cool. I get the truck, I don't care. They said, we just changed the oil, we just inspected it and went over it, no problem. We're gonna do it again anyway. That's just how we do things. So I sent it into our service shop, and the list that I get back is wheel bearing's bad, 2 of the tires, which are the inside ones you can't really see very well, they're shot. That one's got a knot, and one's got a bad spot in it. It needs an oil change. It's well overdue for an oil change. The transmission filter hasn't been done in quite some time. The hydraulic filter hasn't been done in quite some time. It needs rear brakes. Let me go back here. Cable is bad, has a bad spot in it. See how bad I gotta scroll back. Belts, air filter, lights, and when they say lights, that might mean 8 lights. These things have a crazy amount of lights, but the side lights and all that, we make sure they're all working. That's annoying as it can be because it's hard to get to those wires. Sometimes it's a wire problem. And also what people don't realize is all the wiring for a bed of a truck, the wires have to run all the way down the frame, come all the way back up, and have enough slack in them to move because everything's moving. So don't forget, I even have to remind my guys sometimes, that light bar right there, you would think, okay, it's got about 10 foot of wire, right? It comes down and it goes right here. That's not possible. It has to go all the way to the back. It has to come all the way back. It has to go up. Now, in the case of this truck, I picked the wrong one. This is a fixed headboard. It doesn't move, but that one it does. So let's use this one, better example. It has to come all the way back. It has to have a coil because that bed also has to move and it has to come all the way. So it's got to have the full length of the bed, the full length of the frame, up, down, in the cab, and enough in the back for the bed to move. It's crazy. So every single thing, like the one we're getting ready to do that I told you about, the one over there, that the guy's getting the custom light set up, he wants a switch for this one, a switch for this one, a switch for that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Every one of those got to have a separate wire run to a separate switch, to a separate relay. So we're going to pull probably a mile of freaking wire, but that's what has to be done. But in doing that, those wires over time do break. So again, we have to chase our tail constantly for stuff like that. That's just a sample. Sometimes they need more, sometimes they need less. That might end up being a $2,000 or $3,000 repair bill, $4,000 repair bill. I said, okay, it's getting fixed. So the shop up the street that does our service work, same way. If they say it needs a cable, they have a cable in stock. If it needs this, it's got it. Our tire shop has tires in stock. We recondition these trucks pretty thoroughly. I don't know. Well, that door's not closed. Another Dylan. Hey, Dylan. Can you close that door? Don't back into anything. God, don't distract him. Just do your job. If Dylan makes it through a day, Christian's going to have I'm giving Christian a notebook so we can have a whole episode about some F-ups of Dylan. We can make that a whole new YouTube channel. But tow trucks across the whole front line here, out there, a bunch of them across the road. That's what goes into the depths of our trucks. The service and inspection's a must on them. We grease the bed. We keep the big buckets of grease where we actually grease the rails on the greasable. Some are non-greasable. The grease gun, it's a power gun, grease every fitting that we can find on these trucks. We test drive each one of them. We make a run with them. A lot of times I bring them in personally, like the red Kodiak, the white Kodiak beside it. I guess they're not Kodiaks, they're 5500s and 4500s. All three of those were personally driven in by our transporter when the people got their newer trucks. We'll be delivering that truck to the customer. That 650 came in from the customer, driving it. The white Ram down there we drove in, the red Ram. So we try to put time and effort into each driver's seat to make sure, as well as our guys here drive them around. There's Waldo. Because somebody didn't close it. That's what we were thinking. So it's going to need a key and the door closed. 2025 Red International. Oh boy. Funny thing, his dad worked for us. And his age is just like him. 40 years ago. 45 years ago. I don't know how old his dad is, but that was 40 to 45 years ago that his dad worked for us at his age. And even before, he rode his bicycle to work for us. So second generation, and hadn't much changed. But tow trucks, how we get them ready, how we do things. If you're buying a used tow truck from us, it's not brand new. It's not going to be brand new, but we'll make it as good as possible as far as safety, construction, cleanliness, things like that. We will do our best on that stuff to make sure it's right, to make sure if you're calling me from across the country, you can be comfortable with what you're buying. We'll do a live here, maybe not today, but probably Monday when we're back to normal schedule. And if you guys see anything that you're looking at, have my guy walk around it. Call us at any time and have our guys walk around it. Have us do a FaceTime video. Have us do a drive-along video. Anything you're requesting, we'll take care of. So thanks, guys, for the support. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing and carrying us so close to 300,000. It's not funny. And we appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thanks.